safe and healthy, I wanted to put together a little morning or easy wake up routine, and let's get going. So to start off, we're going to do some roll downs or some pelvic rocks. So you're just going to have your feet about hip distance apart, those knees hip distance apart. Those hands are going to come behind your thighs there. They're not gripping for dear life, but they're there for support. And then to start, we're just going to rock those hips, send that lower abs back, send that mid abs back. Really rotate through your spine and through those hips. And then we're going to curl ourselves on up and always coming right up to sitting up nice and straight, even if you need to have a little pull on those legs. And then again, we're going to inhale as we curl ourselves on back. And then a great big exhale as we curl ourselves on forward. And then rotating through those hips. And just maybe noticing, are your knees wanting to go together? Are they staying nice and apart? Are your toes wanting to lift off? And if so, keep pressing them down into the mat. Really just warming up the spine here. Getting those abs nice and activated. We're going to do one last one like that, curling all the way on back and all the way back on up. Awesome. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lay on down. We are going to do a couple head floats here, so you can keep those legs bent if people like. And then to start, you're going to have those elbows in your peripheral vision, really pull those shoulder blades down, and you're going to curl on up, pressing those abs down as you do. Exhale as you come all the way back on down. Awesome. And then again, great big inhale, pressing those abs down. Exhale as you curl on up. And again, notice, maybe your legs are wanting to come together again, in which case, keep kind of pulling them apart just a little bit so then they stay hip distance apart. Maybe your elbows are wanting to creep in front of your face, in which case, pull those arms apart. Exhale as you come on down. We're doing two more here. Inhaling all the way on up. Exhale as you come all the way on down. One last one. Exhaling. Awesome. From here, we're going to bring those arms down by our sides. Really open up in the chest. Press those shoulder blades down. You're lifting your legs up into a tabletop. When they're in tabletop, they're going to squeeze together. Point through those toes, and then when you're ready, you're going to inhale as you send those toes away from you. Exhale as you pull them back on in. Maybe you're tapping your toes down to the floor. Maybe you're only getting a little weight. Exhale, come back on in. Both is totally fine, but keep your spine nice and neutral. Use those abs to stabilize. Squeezing with your inner thighs and keeping your chest nice and open here. Awesome. We're going to do two more. One last one. Great big inhale as you send those legs away. Exhale fully as you bring them back on in. Keep those legs here. We're going to do some knee sways. So what you're going to do is you're going to let those knees squeeze together. Let them fall to one side. The opposite hip will pick up, and then use that exhale, blow yourself back up to center again, and then inhaling over to the other side. Exhaling back up to center. Really trying to keep those knees nice and level so they're not splaying apart. Your chest is nice and open. The shoulder blades are staying down as you do this. Really just letting the spine twist and the hips move. Do one more set after this one. Great big inhale over. Exhaling up. Awesome. Okay. So from here, we are going to send one leg long. So I'm taking my right leg. My right arm is going to come up and place it on the outside of my left knee. And then we're just going to do that similar sort of twist again. You keep the shoulder down, you're pulling the leg on over, but you're also pressing that knee up into your hand so your knee stays in line with your hip. You should never feel like you're just kind of letting it collapse over top of your pelvis. So when you're ready, inhaling over, exhaling as you come on back. And again, you're pressing that knee into the hand. as you do. So inhale as you twist. Exhale to come back on up. One more time like this. This is a really great prep for single leg circle and all of those fun twists that we do in the classical method. So again, switching the legs. My right knee is coming up, my left leg's long. That left hand is coming up onto the outside of the knee, and then the hip picks up as we go. You're pressing that leg into the hand, keeping the shoulder blade down. Exhale to come back on up. Use that great big inhale to go on over. Exhaling back on up. We're doing that 2 more times on this side. Awesome. Really use the press of the leg into the hand. Cool. Coming all the way on up. So we're going to press ourselves on up to sitting, and then we're going to start our full roll downs. So those feet are going to be together, really flexed, so you're pressing those heels away. Your hands can be out in front of you, either palms down or palms facing each other, whichever feels right. And then when you're ready, you're going to curl yourself on back, really rotate through those hips like you're trying to sit your sits bones at the same angle as your heels, and then send those lower abs back. You go down as far as you can before those feet lift off, but you got to make it all the way back on up again. So maybe you're coming all the way down onto the mat, and then you got to inhale to start. Exhale through that sticky spot, come all the way on up, and then you're having that forward bend here. And then we're going to restack our spine. Hands are long, curling ourselves on back, curling ourselves maybe all the way down onto the mat. Awesome. And then you're going to come all the way back on up. Really exhale through that sticky spot, coming up to sitting. And we're going to do that a few more times. So curling back, really curl through your hips. Maybe this is as far as you go, and that's totally okay. You come all the way back up anyways. Have that forward bend. It's a nice reward. And then restacking your spine, curling on back, going all the way on down. Go at your pace. Use that great big inhale to start. Exhale through that sticky spot. Still pulling those toes back. We're going to do that one more time here. Curling ourselves on back. Inhaling to start. Exhaling through that sticky spot. Awesome. When you're up here, we're going to take our right leg. We're going to bend it and send it on the other side or the outside of our left leg, our left knee. And then we're going to take our right arm, press onto that knee, reach back with that left hand, and have that big twist here, and then carefully release it. And while you're doing this, not only are you pressing that knee away, you're also pushing it in, so you've got that inner thigh activation. You're reaching through the bottom leg, and you're thinking about pulling the entire rib cage around. It's not just your neck, it's not just your arm, the entire rib cage twists. And exhale to release. Nice, we're doing that one more time here. Big twist, coming all the way on back, and then we're going to do the other side. So, right leg long, left leg bends, goes on the outside of the right knee. This hand is going to come across to press on the leg, and then again, the leg's also pressing on the arm. We'll reach back through that hand, twisting right through the rib cage. Exhaling to release, and twisting. Nice. And you see that we're really twisting right through the rib cage. Shoulders stay nice and square. This hand should feel relatively light. We're going to do one last one here. Nice and long. And then coming all the way on back. Awesome. So, from here, we're going to do a few mermaids or seated mermaids. So we're going to come into a Z sit. So one leg is going to be bent and turned out. The other one's going to be bent and turned in. If this doesn't feel comfortable, maybe your legs are a little more stacked. Either way, we're going to have our hand down. So something that you can feel like you can actually side bend into. So when you're ready, that hand's going to be out, fingers pointed away from you. You're going to inhale, side bend on over towards that hand. Maybe the elbow bends, maybe it doesn't. And then you're going to reach up towards the ceiling, reach all the way along, and then we're side bending towards the feet. And then coming all the way up, really reaching up through your crown of your head, side bending over, coming all the way up, keeping those ribs in. Awesome, we're gonna do 2 more sets. Oh, this feels so good. Side bending over. One last set on this side, side bending again. All the way up and over, reaching to the crown of your head. And then all the way on up. Awesome. So we're going to switch sides. So again, just same old Z-sit or whatever you were doing on the other side, whatever feels right for you. We're going to start with the hand out, fingers reaching away from us. The arm comes up over our head. Of course, shoulders not up by our ear. It's down in its pocket. And then you're going to reach up and over. Exhale to come all the way up and over the other side, reaching through those hands. And then all the way on up and over. Nice, and just move with your breath here. Maybe you want to stay on one side because it just feels tight and you just need something to release, and that's totally okay. You don't have to move at the same pace that I am. Whatever feels right for your body is usually right. Awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we don't side bend enough in our lives. Unless, you do this all day. We're going to do this last set. All the way up and over. And all the way on back. Awesome. And then we're going to go onto our hands and knees. If this doesn't feel right, it could be fists and knees, but something that feels right for you. So I'm going to be on my hands. My hands are about shoulder distance apart or a little bit wider. And I just mean like maybe a centimeter wider. Sometimes it helps people find their shoulders a little bit better. Knees are hip distance apart. And we're just going to start with a couple cat-cows, which I know is pretty simple, but I want you to be really mindful and really articulate through your spine when you do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive our head, really puff up our upper back, send that sternum up, those upper abs come back, those mid abs, your lower abs, and then your glutes really squeeze. And then you're going to unravel through those hips. See it? And then go through that low back, that mid back, that upper back, the shoulder blades, and then the head lifts. And then again, dive your head, curling yourself on back, opening up that back, squeezing those glutes, and then unraveling it all one vertebrae at a time. If this ever feels like too much on your wrists, either set yourself on back towards your knees. You can do a couple here. Maybe you're on your fists instead. But either way, we're really articulating through our spine. Using that breath. Nice, we're going to do one last one. Diving your head, curling up through your spine, tucking that tailbone in, rotating through those hips, lifting everything up towards the ceiling. Nice. And then you're going to find your neutral position. So those abs should already feel engaged. Your glutes are a little bit squeezed, and those shoulders are nice and pressed. So then we're going to go into our bird dog. So lifting our right hand, our left leg up towards the ceiling, coming all the way back on down, placing it down right underneath us, and then switching. Always the opposite hand to leg. If you've got any shoulder things or hip things going on, by all means, do one piece of it. But there's no reason why you can't keep moving. Trying to stay nice and square, not letting the shoulder or the hip lift up too much. Nice, we're going to do one more set here. Awesome. So, whether you're on your hands or your forearms is up to you, but we're going to go into a bit of a plank, and we're going to do a plank into a downward dog. So kind of another extension of that cat-cow rolling through our spine. So when you're ready, you're going to step your feet back into your plank. Again, it doesn't matter if you're on your hands or your forearms. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna dive your head, you're gonna puff your spine up just like we did for that cat, except you're gonna keep going, you're gonna roll your heels down and back behind you, press your chest down, and this is kind of like your cow. And then you're gonna curl yourself back up through that cat, and then you're going to come down into your plank. And then again, we're gonna dive your head, curl yourself on up, rotate through those hips, press those heels down, lowering the chest, and then coming all the way on back forward. If you are down in your plank, or your forearm plank, it still is the very same. Dive your head, curl yourself on back, reach through those heels, and then coming all the way back on forward. Nice, we're gonna do one more here. Curl it back, reach through your chest, coming all the way back on forward into that plank, and then you can bring those knees on down. You can walk those knees on in. Then what we're going to do is one last thing. If it's okay for you and your knees, by all means, if this doesn't feel right, do something. We're going to do a few different options, very similar. But we're just going to have one leg crossed over, and we're just going to do a couple ankle rolls. Nice. And then back the other way. And you could do them here. Something where your foot's up a little elevated, so then you're not fighting against the floor. And then we're going to switch feet. Rolling through those ankles. And then back the other way. And then you can release. We can stay seated here. And we're just going to do similar sort of thing with our wrists. Rotating through those wrists. We don't take care of them enough. We abuse them. And then rotating the other way. Nice. And then you can do a couple like stars, fireworks, whatever you want to call them. And then you can have a great day. Awesome job, guys. I do plan on producing more and more videos as the time goes on because I gotta entertain myself with this isolation too. So I hope you guys are all doing well and keep moving. Lots of love.